Beloved pets are getting the shaft under Biden. Forget polls. You know things are bad, really bad, when even our dogs and cats are having a really rough time in the Biden economy. With crippling inflation at 9.1%, a 40-year high, crushing the middle class, Americans from New York to San Francisco are struggling to make ends meet. We're dealing with sharp increases in rent prices that have skyrocketed a whopping 25.3% for a one-bedroom on average nationwide and 26.5% for a two-bedroom year-over-year, according to a July 2022 report by Rent.com. Now add surging food costs, gasoline, travel and a myriad of other increased expenses harming working families. As such, voters aren't the only ones suffering under Team Biden. America's beloved pets also are bearing the brunt of Democrats' failed policies, as man's best friend is tragically being abandoned by financially strapped owners who can no longer afford to care for them. To stay up to date with latest top stories, make sure to subscribe to this YouTube channel by clicking the button above this video. Every dog and cat owner will tell you this truth: our beloved pets aren't just animals, they're our best friends, loyal companions, and, at times, protectors. Yet these very important family members who enrich our lives and provide unconditional love to all, including lonely retirees and others who desperately need companionship, are being ripped from their homes and sent to live in cages or worse because their owners are being forced to choose between paying rent and other life necessities or caring for their pets. A choice no American should have to make. I don't care how you vote. In the United States, the richest country in the world, no one should have to make the agonizing choice between feeding your family or feeding your beloved dog or cat, but under the Biden administration's gross mismanagement of the U.S. economy, even the cost of pet food has increased dramatically. Inflation in the U.S. pet food market is now higher than that of the Consumer Price Index. For June, pet food inflation registered at 10.3% year-over-year, compared to 9.1% for the CPI, according to market trends tracked by petfoodindustry.com. That sobering reality doesn't even take into account all the other ballooning costs associated with owning a pet, such as veterinary bills, grooming costs and other related expenses. All said, animal shelters nationwide are being overwhelmed by abandoned pets. National shelter data from Shelter Animals Count, a nonprofit that monitors the country's animal welfare landscape, shows that from January to June, the number of relinquished pets went from 31,606 to 38,066 at 1,050 animal shelters, reported Fox News Digital. In New York City alone, abandoned pets at animal care centers are up 25% from last year. But that's just the tip of the iceberg. Outside of NIC, news reports from around the country state that pet owners are bringing animals to shelters at alarming rates in Akron, Jacksonville and Orlando, Florida, Stockton, Calif., Houston, Johnson City, Tennessee, Farmington, NM, and Missoula, Mont. Added Fox News. I shudder to think how much worse life will get for our furry friends in the coming months, if not years, as the U.S. economy barrels toward a recession under Sleepy Joe's disastrous policies, which have unequivocally harmed more Americans than they have helped. The fact is the Democratic Party is to blame, which evidently cares more about appeasing its radical climate donors consumed with destroying the fossil fuel industry than Americans' best interests and animal welfare. All the more reason to choose carefully when pulling the lever come the midterm elections. Your financial health and pets' well-being hang in the balance.